Howdy y'all, Wyrm here. I'm back to a scripted video, at least for now. I tried doing this unscripted, however it turned into me just rambling about Cid's life story. Anyway, this is a quick video exploring the story and setting of the Bozjan Southern Front. A bit of backstory. The Bozjan Southern Front is located in the nation of Bozja, a nation currently occupied by the Garlean Empire, though now a resistance has become more active and is fighting for liberation. The battle on the Southern Front has a few aims for the resistance. One is to claim the Castrum Lactis Lator, the Garleans' base of operations in the area. The resistance wants this castrum to secure their foothold in the area and use it as a base to continue the fight for liberation. Another is to develop the resistance weapons, which are recreations of ancient weapons of Bozja in the past, both as weapons to use against the Garleans, but also to act as symbols of the resistance. Even the past group Gunhilder's Blades that wielded these weapons in the past have been formed anew to spur on the resistance and lead them on the field of battle. That's where we come in. As the wielder of such weapons, we fight on the front lines, aiding our allies and helping to put down any Guardian threats that are too much for the other forces to handle. The Southern Front is a very unique area. When I first set foot into it, I was reminded of No Man's Land during World War I. I felt like I was watching a movie about it. I think that's the effect the developers were going for, and it was pretty much confirmed with some of the achievement names like No Man's Land for prime example, and they definitely nailed it. The area is littered with scarred land, trenches and sandbags, and skirmishes breaking out all over the place. As for the Garlean stake in the Southern Front, the Resistance would believe the Garleans fight just to hold the area. However, the IVth Legion, the Garlean forces of the Southern Front, have a very different aim. They seem less interested in holding this area, and rather using it as a proving ground for new weapons, tactics, and disciplines. A prime example of this is the deployment of a vast number of Beastmasters on the battlefield, both leadership, trained, untrained, and those in training. Information gathered from field logs that we collect indicates the Garleans are using this battle as a testing ground for a myriad of monsters, creatures that their Beastmasters control, with the aim of refining and making even stronger beasts for the Beastmasters of the IVth Legion to use, for a future purpose far beyond the battles of the Southern Front. However, the IVth Legion have also been testing a great number of new magitech and other constructs. This all goes back to the Ridorana lighthouse back in Stormblood, where the remnants of the civilization of Gog remain. The IVth Legion showed up after we left and claimed a lot of the constructs and technology for themselves, citing their advancements as well as the similarities to their own technology. This was also confirmed that the Garleans are the descendants of those who left Gog all those years ago to form their own empire. Back to Bozja. The IVth Legion are using the new constructs on the battlefield to test their capabilities, but I feel we've only seen a taste of what they're actually capable of. After all, it is only a proving ground. It's clear from everything we've seen that the IVth Legion is a force to be reckoned with, and it's one that's vastly different from the rest of the legions, with the myriad of disciplines and magitech in their ranks, not limiting themselves in terms of those they recruit, as well as their ultimate goal on the Southern Front, the summoning of the primal aka icon Gunhilder, the Bozja Queen of the past, as a force they can use against their enemies, something regular Garleans and legions would absolutely abhor. It seems their main goal in this is to form a new nation or empire, noting the Garlean Empire was on the decline, if not downright ready to fall after the death of Emperor Varus. I explored the Southern Front carefully, looking at everything for any hints around the area, and there was one primary standout. To the south of the Southern Front you can see the massive impact that seems to have upheaved the land itself around it, and left a giant etheric remnant behind. This is all that remains of Bozja's citadel, which was destroyed due to experiments by the Garleans attempting to harness the power of Dalamud years before. This incident deserves its own video. However, long story short, Cid's father was attempting to harness the energy of Dalamud, not knowing the elder primal Bahamut laid within it. Using an ancient Allagan lunar transmitter, they attempted to connect with Dalamud, which proved to be disastrous, as thousands of years of energy stored up in Dalamud directed forth to the transmitter in a beam that vaporized the citadel, everybody within, the city, and everything around it. As it stands right now, due to the summoning of Gunhilder and her making thralls of the new Gunhilder's Blades, the situation on the Southern Front is pretty much up in the air. The Garleans were for the most part absent from the battlefield during our assault on the castrum, their main forces having already pulled back in preparation for the summoning of Gunhildr. And that's it everyone, a quick story of the Southern Front and the 4th Legion. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I was hesitant to do another scripted video out of not wanting to sound like a robot again, and I think I probably failed, but I'm hoping it works out a bit better than my last videos. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more, hit that like and subscribe button below. Also leave your thoughts about this subject in the comments below. Thanks everyone, and we will see you all on the Western Front, the Eastern Front, Northern Front? Screw it, let's just march to Garlemald already. And to be honest, that's where I see this expansion ending, with us right at our gates. Have a good one.